Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. So today as a part of Back to Basics series, we are going to learn about quadratic equations, how to factorize quadratic equations, okay? So firstly, we will be starting from the basics. So I'll be, giving you the definition of what is a quadratic equation and what is the meaning of root of a quadratic equation, and then we will solve the simplest problem of, finding the solution of a quadratic equation. Then we'll move on to factorization method, okay? So it's a whole package for you, right? So let's begin. So what is a quadratic equation? So here you can see a quadratic equation in the variable x is an equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. Okay. So any algebraic equation whose degree is 2. Here you can see the degree of the equation is 2. So the degree has to be 2, and also it has to be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a should not be equal to 0. Why? If this particular a is equal to 0, then what happens? This becomes, just see here, if this a is 0, so this becomes 0 into x square plus bx plus c equals to 0, which means it is nothing but bx plus c equals to 0. So here you can see the degree of this is 1. Okay, the degree of this equation is 1. So this becomes a linear equation. So it is no more a quadratic equation. So hence the condition that a should not be equal to 0 is very, very necessary. Okay, a 0 unte emotadi quadratic avadu, ఇది linear అయిపోతుంది. So a 0 అవ్వకూడదు. Okay, so that is the first condition. And what about the degree of the equation? Degree of a quadratic equation is always 2. Okay, the highest power is always 2. Degree is nothing but the highest power. So here you have learned two concepts, right? So degree is nothing but highest power. Highest power of a quadratic equation is always 2. Can you give me an example of this? So for example, quadratic equation, I can say it is like 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, or I can say 2x square minus 2 equal to 0. So here you see, I don't have x term. Okay, I don't have x term. Just see here, I don't have a x term here. See, I don't have x term here, but still it is a quadratic equation because the degree is 2. Clear? X term constant compulsory ఉండాలన్న రూల్ లేదు, but x square term compulsory ఉండాలి. అప్పుడే కదా degree 2 అవుతుంది. Getting the point? Yes. So a should never be equal to 0, but b and c can be equal to 0. Right? So here you can say b is equal to 0. b term లేదు అంటే ఏంటి? b 0 అన్నమాట. Okay, x term లేదు. x into b లేదు అంటే అది 0 అయి ఉండాలి కదా. So let's talk about roots of a quadratic equation. So a real number alpha is said to be root of a quadratic equation. Suppose if you are taking any number alpha, it is called root of this quadratic equation if this alpha satisfies the equation. Okay, ante enti x place lo if you are substituting alpha, this has to hold good. Ax square plus bx plus c 0 అయితే a alpha square x plus లో alpha substitute చేసినా కూడా a alpha square plus b alpha plus c, this also should be equal to 0. Okay, similarly for a quadratic equation, you know that degree 2 ఉంటే ఎన్ని roots ఉండొచ్చు? You can have two roots, right? So one root we are calling it as alpha, the other root we call it as beta. Okay, so that is the name of the roots given to you. Root is nothing but a solution again. Okay, root is nothing but a solution. Solution of a quadratic equation and root of a quadratic equation, it is the same. And the same thing, quadratic polynomial either you call it as a zero of a quadratic polynomial. All means the same, right? So here I am taking very basic example. This is actually not a factorization method, okay, but I just want to show you how are we finding the root of a quadratic equation. So this is one step of the factorization method. Okay, in further examples you will understand this is a step of the factorization method. Okay, ఇది అందులో ఒక step మాత్రమే. So here you see x plus 2 into 3x minus 5 is a quadratic equation. If you solve it, x plus 2 into 3x minus 5, solve this చూడండి. So multiply x with this, okay, and x with 5, and okay, so what will you get? X into 3x is 3x square minus 5x, okay, plus 6x. 2 into 3x is 6x minus 2 5s are 10 equals to 0. So you have 3x square plus x minus 5x plus 6x is plus x minus 10 equals to 0. Okay, so is this a quadratic equation? Yes. So e quadratic equation మీకు ఇలా ఇచ్చారు x plus 2 into 3x minus 5. Okay, so ఇలా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు what will you do? You will take, now these are nothing but factors, isn't it? So if you have A into B, I can say A and B are factors of each other. Or I can say if you have 2 into 3, I can say 2 is a C. I can say this 2 and 3 are factors of 6. Getting the point? So if you have it in multiplication, which means these two are factors of some number. Okay, so here also you have this in multiplication. ఏం లేదు అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇంటూ ఉన్నట్టు కదా సో మల్టిప్లికేషన్ సో దీస్ టూ ఆర్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ సో వెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అండ్ హియర్ యూ సీ దీస్ ఆర్ లీనియర్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిగ్రీ ఆఫ్ దిస్ degree is 1 which means they are linear factors quadratic equation ni linear factors ga icharu me so when it is given to you you will equate each of the linear factor to 0 first factor is x plus 2 equate it to 0 which means what is x value you are getting it is minus 2 second factor is 3x minus 5 equals to 0 so you will get 3x is equals to 5 or what is x is nothing but 5 upon 3. So x values, you got two values. One is minus 2 and the other is 5 upon 3. So these two are nothing but the roots of the quadratic equation. X plus 2 into 3x minus 5. X plus 2 into 3x minus 5 is nothing but 3x square plus x minus 10. Solve this stupid, right? So next 5x square minus 8x equals to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. But here you can see directly కాన్స్టెంట్ టర్మ్ లేదు ఇక్కడ చూడండి సి లేదు ఏఎక్స్ స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ బిఎక్స్ ఫార్మ్ లో ఉంది సి లేదు సి లేకపోయినా పర్లేదు డిగ్రీస్ టు సో ఇట్స్ ఎ క్వాడ్రాటిక్ ఈక్వేషన్ రైట్ now from these two terms I can see x is common so just take x common so here you have 5x minus 8 equals to 0 ఇప్పుడు now again observe like in the first example I gave you these two are linear factors here also these two are linear factors now x power 1 it is a factor and 5x power 1 minus 8 this is also a linear factor so equate each of the linear factors to 0 so x equal to 0 so this is one answer and 5x minus 8 equal to 0 which means x is nothing but 8 upon 5 this is another answer or you can say it is another root clear with this these are the basic models now let us move on to factorization method I gave you this model because as I told you this is one part of factorization method clear yes so before getting into the next model, here is a free parent summit for all of you. I know all of you are worried for your next academic year. Okay, so next academic year, how should I plan my next academic year? Ani chala mandi you are worried about it. So here is a free session for you. Okay, this is a completely free session connected by an academy, and this session is on 25th April, right? So 25th April 6 p.m. Okay, so 25th April 6 p.m. you can attend the summit. It is completely free. So here in the summit, here in this meeting, they will tell you how to prepare a perfect timetable for your next academic year. Okay, because as of now, timetable is very much needed because to avoid our distractions and to stay focused on our studies. So if you have a perfect timetable for your next academic year, for the next 365 days, you will be able to score more and crack your next academic year examination, right? So now the who can attend this session? Classes 6 to 12 can attend this session. Okay, so all students of classes 6 to 12 can attend this session. It is a free workshop which will help you to prepare your timetable. Okay, so do attend the session. I utilize this free opportunity. And how to enroll for this course? You can enroll for this course, and how will you enroll? Link is given in the description. Just click on the link and enroll. And if you are using an academy for the first time, you can enter the code GD10. GD10, if you enter, the free summit will open up for you. Okay, so you can access this parent summit for free, and you can make your own 365-day timetable and follow the timetable and attain very good score in your next academic year, right? So share it with everyone. Classes 6 to 12 can attend. Share it right now. Okay, link is in the description box. Chalo. So 6x square minus x minus 2. Here you can see I have x square term, I have x, I have constant also. So let us solve this using factorization method. Okay. So what is factorization method? Chalo, there are few steps which we will follow in factorization method. Okay, so I'll tell you what are the steps. So firstly, I am writing this is nothing but it is in the form of ax square. Okay, it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Isn't it? It is in this form equals to 0. Right? So now, yes. So now first step is I take the product of a and c. Product of A is nothing but x square coefficient and the constant. One problem you understand it neatly, others you can happily do it by yourself. Product of x square coefficient and the constant you will take. Okay, it is nothing but AC. Product is nothing but multiplication. Then what will you do? You will split this. Second is you will split it into factors. Whatever product you are getting, you will split it into factors. Third step is you will choose. You will choose any one combination of factor. Okay, choose any one combination of factor. And how will you choose? How will you choose the combination? That combination, if you add those two factors, okay, the sum of factors should be equal to the middle term. Okay, sum of factors should be equal to middle term. Okay, so the same factorization method, you can also call it as splitting the middle term. Okay, so since you are dividing the middle term as two factors, so you call it as splitting the middle terms. Okay, so here let me explain you this. First step, let us follow the first step. I told you will take the product of A and C. This is A, this is C. So 6 into minus 2, take along with the sign. Here constant is minus 2. 6 into minus 2 gives me minus 12. Now what are the factors of minus 12? Minus 12 I can write as 1 12s, okay, and I can write as 6 2s, 4 3s, right? So here you see. Now I have minus 12. The product is negative. That means one of the two numbers should be negative. Integer multiplication. Negative product undi ante any of the two numbers should be negative. Okay. Either 1 aina negative undali, 12 aina negative undali. Avuna? Appudu 1 12 is 12, minus into plus is minus. So we'll get minus 12. Here you see 6 2 is 12. You are getting plus 12. So any one number should be negative. It can be any number. Okay. And 4 and 3 combination undi. Ikkada kuda one number should be negative. And here what is the middle term? Middle term is minus x. What is the coefficient of this? Coefficient ఏం లేదు అక్కడ x కి coefficient ఏం లేదు, which means 1 is the coefficient. Okay, ఏం లేదు ఇక్కడ అంటే it is 1 into x లాగా అన్నమాట. So 1 is the coefficient. So now just analyze the factors. Which combination will give you 1? 12 minus 1 చేసిన 1 minus 12 చేసిన 1 వస్తుందా? 6 minus 2 చేస్తే 4 వస్తుంది. 2 minus 6 చేస్తే minus 4 వస్తుంది. అవునా? ఓన్లీ ద సైన్ ఇస్ చేంజింగ్. 4 minus 3 చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది? 1 వస్తుంది. అదే 3 minus 4 చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది? minus 1 వస్తుంది. సో I should take this combination. Okay, my middle term is minus 1. I want minus 1, so I am taking this combination. Okay, so we have chosen the combination. How did we choose the combination? See, I have split it into factors and minus 4 plus 3. Ee rendu add cheste sum of the factors is giving me minus 1. Clear? And inko simple tip endante meeku eppudaithe here in the middle term you have a negative sign, which means for the bigger number out of these two, for the bigger number you will assign a minus sign. Okay, so 6x square ఇది as it is రాసేయండి. ఈ minus x ఏదైతే ఉందో you will split it into this minus x, you are splitting it into two factors. What are the two factors? minus 4 and 3 గా కదా. x ఉంది కదా, x ఇక్కడ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయండి. Okay, now minus 4x plus 3x will give you how much? minus x. Getting the point? So this minus x I am splitting it as minus 4x plus 3x. ఈ minus 2 ఉంది కదా, as it is రాసేయండి. That's it. Once you know how to split it, next thing is taking common. So now out of these two, first two factors, which is common? 2x is common. So taking common, here you have 3x minus 2 and plus here nothing is common. These two terms lo em common ledu. So you can take 1 as common. 1 is a common factor, isn't it? So em common lenappudu you will take 1. Now again one more step is ikkada meek first term lo edaithe common isto second term lo kuda same thing common రావాలి. Okay, సో వస్తుంది కూడా. ఒకవేళ మీకు ఏం కామన్ తీసుకోవాలి కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటే దిస్ ఇస్ ద హింట్. ఫస్ట్ టర్మ్ లో ఏం కామన్ తీసుకున్నారో సెకండ్ లో కూడా అదే కామన్ తీసుకోవాలి. సో ఏం ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉంది చూసుకొని అది కామన్ తీయాలి, రైట్? సో ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఈ టూ టర్మ్స్ లో 3x minus 2, ఇక్కడ 3x minus 2 ఉంది. సో ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ టేకింగ్ ఇట్ కామన్. సో హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్? 2x is left over and here what is left over? plus 1 is left over equals to 0. Now this is like product of linear factors. ఇలా ఉంది చూడండి. It's like product of linear factors, isn't it? So what you will do, you will equate each of the linear factor to 0. So here you will get x is equals to 2 upon 3. And if you equate 2x plus 1 equals to 0, so you will get x equals to minus 1 upon 2. So these are the two roots of the given quadratic polynomial equation. Clear? So next question, 4 root 3 x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3. Again the first step is the same. What is the first step? You will take the product of x square coefficient and the constant. So 4 root 3 into minus 2 root 3. 4 2s are 8, root 3 into root 3 is 3, isn't it? So 8 3s are 24, కానీ మీకు ఒక minus ఉంది, so minus కూడా వస్తుంది. Okay, so 24 factors are what? 1 into 24 you can write, 2 12s you can write, and I can write 6 4s are 24 or 4 6 are 24. I can write 3 8s are 24, isn't it? So these are the factors. Now what is the middle term I want? I want plus 5. Student, A combination will give you plus 5. See, 8 and 3 combination will give me 5. 8 and 3 combination will give me 5. Now the next thing. Now the next important point is I told you, you have a negative product. That means one of the two numbers should be negative. మల్టిప్లై చేసినప్పుడు ఏదో ఒకటి నెగిటివ్ ఉంటేనే కదా మీకు ప్రోడక్ట్ నెగిటివ్ వస్తుంది. రెండు పాజిటివ్ ఉంటే ప్రోడక్ట్ ఏమొస్తుంది? పాజిటివ్ వస్తుంది. సో 3 8 24 వస్తుంది. బట్ వీ నీడ్ ఎ నెగిటివ్ ప్రోడక్ట్. ఓకే, అండ్ 5 రావాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ దీస్ టూ నంబర్స్. సో ఫర్ విచ్ నంబర్ యూ విల్ అసైన్ ఎ నెగిటివ్ సైన్? సి ఇట్ ఈస్ ప్లస్ 5. మీకు మైనస్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఐ టోల్ యూ వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ హ్యావింగ్ ఎ మైనస్ సైన్, okay, whenever you have a minus sign you will assign the minus sign to the bigger number, so that minus 4x plus 3x will give you minus, okay, minus x. Here you are having a plus sign, so you assign the minus sign to smaller number. So 8 minus 3 em vastundi meeku plus 5 vastundi. Getting the point, right? So 4 root 3 x square I am writing as it is, plus this 5x you will split it into two factors, minus 3 and 8. Okay, so I am writing it as 8x minus 3x minus 2 root 3. Ikkada again the order you can take anything, minus 3x plus 8x ana rayachu, 8x minus 3x plus 8x ana rayachu. Idi first second. ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ ఉంది కదా 8x minus 3x, అది ఇలా అయినా రాయొచ్చు, ఇలా అయినా రాయొచ్చు, నో ప్రాబ్లం. వైల్ టేకింగ్ కామన్ యూ విల్ టేక్ డిఫరెంట్ నెంబర్ కామన్. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఈ టూ నెంబర్స్ చూడండి. నా ఫస్ట్ టూ నెక్స్ట్ టూ, ఈ టూలోంచి ఏం కామన్ తీస్తారు? సి ఫర్ 2 is 8. ఓకే, సో 2 is common and also x is common. So what is remaining here? See here, out of 4 root 3, 4 I can write as 2 2s and I have a root 3. So this 2 and x I am taking common. You have x square. Okay, so 2 and x I am taking common. What is remaining here? 2 root 3. Okay, x okate x common తీసుకున్నాం. So ఇంకో x ఉంది కదా రాయండి. Plus here 2x I am taking common. So you will have 4. Minus ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే వస్తుందో ఇక్కడ కూడా అదే రావాలని చెప్పాను కదా. So just see here, what will you get here? Just see. So here you will get it as, just 1 second. So 4 common తీయండి ఇక్కడ చూడండి, 4 common ఉంది ఇక్కడ. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 4 is common. Yes, 4 completely it is common. Yes, give me 1 second. 4 completely it is common. Okay, did we factorize it? Yes, yes. So here you see 4 is completely common. So let us take 4 completely common. So 4x common తీసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం మిగులుతుంది? root 3x. 4 complete common తీసుకుంటే root 3x మిగులుతుంది. And here 4 common తీసుకుంటే 4x common తీసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ 2 మిగులుతుంది. ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను, ఒకసారి చూడండి. చూడండి ఇక్కడ 4x, చూడండి 4 root 3 x square I can write as x into x. 4x common తీసుకుంటే ఏం మిగిలింది? root 3x. that I wrote it here. Now out of 8x, 8 I can write as 4 2s ఒక x ఉంది. 4x common తీసుకుంటే ఏం మిగిలింది? 2. that I wrote it here. Clear beta? Now ఇక్కడ ఈ రెండిట్లో చూడండి, what I can take common. Here you should observe carefully. Here you have 3x and 2 root 3. Okay, so 3 I can write it as root 3 into root 3. 3 I can split it as root 3 into root 3. Okay, so that means ఇక్కడ 3 లో కూడా root 3 ఉంది కదా. సో ఈ root 3 నేను కామన్ తీసుకుంటున్నా, మైనస్ root 3 కామన్ తీసుకోండి. అంటే ఈ root 3 కామన్ తీసుకుంటే ఇంకేం మిగిలింది? 1 root 3 is remaining. ఓకే, 1 root 3 ఉంది, ఇక్కడ x కూడా ఉంది కదా, x రాసేది. Minus here root 3 are taking common. So what is remaining? 2. కానీ minus 2 వస్తుందా ప్లస్ 2 వస్తుందా? ఇక్కడ చూడండి మైనస్ కామన్ తీసుకున్నా, రెండిట్లోంచి మైనస్ కామన్ తీసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం మిగిలింది? ప్లస్ మిగులుతుంది. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ టేకింగ్ మైనస్ కామన్ హియర్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ ప్లస్. ఓకే, మళ్ళీ మల్టిప్లై చేసి చూడండి. సో మైనస్ ఇంటూ మైనస్, ఈ ఫస్ట్ టర్మ్ నెగిటివ్ అవుతుంది, మైనస్ ఇంటూ ప్లస్ ఇది కూడా నెగిటివ్ అవుతుంది. అవునా? ఇది మీరు మళ్ళీ మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే మీకు ఫస్ట్ నెంబర్ రావాలి, ఫస్ట్ ఏ టర్మ్ అవుతుందో అది రావాలి. రైట్? సో అగైన్ అండ్ వన్ మోర్ టిప్ ఇస్ ఐ టోల్ యూ, ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే వస్తుందో ఇక్కడ సెకండ్ కూడా అది రావాలి. క్లియర్? So again root 3x plus 2 is common from these two terms. If you take common here 4x is remaining and here minus root 3 is remaining, equated to 0. Now these are nothing but product of linear factors. This step వచ్చేసిందిగా. So equate each of the linear factors to 0. So you'll get x is equals to minus 2 upon root 3 and 4x minus root 3 you equate it to 0. So you'll get x is root 3 upon 4. So these are the two factors which you get. Okay. Yes, next question, 4x square minus 12x plus 9. Here also take these two, product of these two first step. So 4 9s and the 36. 36 factors ఏంటి? 1 into 36. Okay, so 2 18s are, 3 12s are, 6 6 are 36. నాకు 12 కావాలి. 12 కాంబినేషన్ ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది? 6 and 6 లో వస్తుంది. 6 plus 6 gives me 12. కానీ మనకి ఏం కావాలి? -12 కావాలి. ఓకే, అండ్ హియర్ సి ప్రోడక్ట్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్. ప్రోడక్ట్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్. ఇక్కడ నేను మైనస్ సైన్ ఏ ఒక నెంబర్కి అసైన్ చేసినా మళ్ళీ ప్రోడక్ట్ విల్ బికమ్ నెగిటివ్. 6 6 36 కరెక్ట్గా పర్ఫెక్ట్గా సరిపోయింది. కానీ మనకి నెగిటివ్ టర్మ్ కావాలి. మిడిల్ టర్మ్ ఇస్ నెగిటివ్. So I will take it as -6 and -6. In this case, what will you do? You will take two negative factors. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, -6 into -6 gives me 6 6 36, minus into minus plus. ఓకే, ప్రోడక్ట్ పాజిటివ్ వచ్చింది, ఇది వచ్చేసింది. ఓకే, అదే -6 ప్లస్ -6 ఈ రెండు -6 యాడ్ చేస్తే ఎంత వస్తుంది? -12 వస్తుంది. Getting the middle term is negative. So what am I doing? Middle term is negative, product is positive. Okay, product positive ఉన్నప్పుడు two positive factors కావాలి మీకు. 6 6 36 లేదా two negative factors. So also if you take the product of two negative factors also, you will get the product is positive. అవునా, -6 into -6 కూడా పాజిటివ్ వస్తుంది. సో మీకు అర్థమైపోవాలి వెంటనే ఇక్కడ ఐదర్ 6 and 6 ఉండాలి లేదా -6 and -6 ఉండాలి. 6 and 6 ఎప్పుడు తీసుకుంటారు? 6 6 36, 6 plus 6 ఎప్పుడు తీసుకుంటారు? ఇక్కడ +12 ఉంటే 6 plus 6 12 అయిపోతుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏముంది? -12. సో -12 కాబట్టి నెగిటివ్స్ కావాలి. నెగిటివ్స్ కావాలంటే రెండింటికి నెగిటివ్ తీసుకుంటారు. ఓకే, సో -6 into -6 అంటే 36 వస్తుంది. ఈ కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై అయింది. అండ్ -6 plus -6, two negative integers if you are adding, you will add it and write a negative sign. So 6 plus 6 12 రాస్తారు and negative sign యాడ్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, negative sign you will assign negative sign to the answer. So -12. So what are my combination? So you will take 4x square -12x మీరు ఏం రాస్తారు? -6x -6x plus 9 equals to 0. Now from these two, what is common? 2x is common, so you have 2x minus 3, minus from these two again 3 is common, so I'll have 2x minus 3. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, మైనస్ కామన్ తీసాను. మైనస్ కామన్ తీసానంటే ఇక్కడ సైన్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ఉంటే మైనస్ అవుతుంది. మళ్ళీ మల్టిప్లై చేసి చూడండి. -3 into 2 is -6x. ఓకే, మైనస్ ఇంటూ మైనస్ గివ్స్ యూ ప్లస్. సో ప్లస్ 3 3s are 9. అర్థమైందా? అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇక్కడ సేమ్ ఉంటుంది ఈ 2, right? So these are the simple checks which you can do. Again 2x minus 3 is common for both the terms. So here what is remaining? 2x is remaining and -3 is remaining. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి మీకు ఏమొచ్చాయి? two linear factors ఏమొచ్చాయి? 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3 equated to 0. So 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So x is nothing but 3/2. And here also 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So x is nothing but 3/2. So which means my roots are same. Okay, my roots of the quadratic equation are same. Okay, so ila same enduku vastayi and what happens if they are same, we will learn it in the next class, right? But for today, these are your DIY questions for practice. So x square minus 3x plus 2 is 0, x square minus 5x plus 4 is 0, and x minus 5 to x plus 1 is 0. So these are product of linear factors. Directly you can find roots here. Here you need to factorize. Clear? So here what one extra step you will do is asalu quadratic equation ento kanukkodi. How will you find out? Multiply these two. See, the first question we have done. Multiplying these two, you will get the quadratic equation, isn't it? Find out the quadratic equation also, right? And don't forget to enroll for the free summit. Okay, so enroll it right now, so that you can plan your next academic year easily. And do share it with all your brothers, sisters, cousins. Let them also enroll and prepare well for their examinations, right? So, and don't forget to mention your DIY answers in the comment section, and be careful, be safe. Okay, so yeah, these are tough times and we need to help each other, so be safe, right? And utilize the time properly. Okay, do attend the summit, do attend the classes, utilize it properly so that you can enhance yourself, right? So I'll meet you all tomorrow in the next class, and yes, bye bye, take care.